Enough games. If you want a war, you'll have it.
I feel like you have kind of a unique experience of having played the character before in a different setting, but a similar kind of story. And now, you're back with a new story and, somewhat similar. How was that kind of transition to coming back? Did you find it hard or easy to get back into the character's skin after a little bit of time away?
I kind of always felt like I was going to return when Charlie and I finished with the Netflix series. I always felt personally like we were going to return at some point. And so I kind of kept it very close to me. So by the time I did Hawkeye and then Echo, I was really just like, there are some character things like his voice and his kind of brokenness as a human being. I think I had to kind of get back into in a kind of deep way, but like it just kind of, it's like a nice pair of shoes, I felt like the soles were still intact, and so they felt good.
Did you feel any kind of pressure coming back into the role, just in terms of, a lot more people or different people are going to be seeing your character for the first time and experiencing, him through different eyes and a different story? Did you, was that kind of a different feeling than when you were on Daredevil a few years ago?
Well, on Daredevil, I was very happy with the way that show turned out and the way that I was able to bring, Charlie and I both were able to bring our characters forward for the storytelling, and the way we serviced the story with our characters. I think Echo, up to this point now, feels the same. Like, I feel like if you haven't seen the Netflix series, this character is going to be very, very, very interesting for you. Like, I feel like the way I was allowed to with the writing and the direction of Echo, I think, like people felt in the Netflix series, they're not going to know what to think about this guy. They're going to be sympathetic towards him, but also very weary of him. And he can, he has a very, Wilson Fisk is a very intense, dangerous, kind of broken man. And that, I think in Echo, since it's the first time I felt like I've brought the character forward because of the writing in a similar way that I did in Netflix. And that makes me very happy.
I was just curious, the process of evolving this character more than, we saw her in Hawkeye, and just really getting a chance to open her up and develop her, that experience for you.
In Hawkeye, she lost her father in the show, of course. And so that's where her rage started and her complex personality started. And so she started to look for the people who killed her father. And she always sought out revenge. And then when she found out that Kingpin was the man that betrayed her and murdered her father, that's when, all the chaos started. And then she fell into that deep depressive hole. And in Echo, she goes to Oklahoma, goes back to her own hometown after many years of not seeing her family. And so she struggles opening up to them. So I thought of all of these things as I was developing the character. Because Kingpin raised her. And I liked how I was able to dive deep within that character when we were discovering all this about her while filming Echo.
Well, and also the Kingpin relationship with Maya is one of the things that I'm really most looking forward to seeing develop along the course of all the episodes. What can you tease for fans about what they'll see with Wilson Fisk's relationship with Maya?
It becomes way more intense as the series goes on. There's more scenes where they're both together, and it is just so intense. And you'll be excited. It'll give the audience goosebumps, and you'll be able to see the complications that they go through and all the trauma that Maya faced with Kingpin.
All episodes of Echo will air on Disney Plus on January 10th. Thank you again.
I appreciate it. Thank you.